Borderlands 2 is a game. But more importantly, it's a game that released on September 18th, 2012. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this guy reviewing a game that came out a decade ago? To which my response is, yes. But in all seriousness, it's one game that I spent a lot of time on, I've beaten all the DLCs, and like every true fan of the franchise, I willingly chose to play Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Got my ass kicked for doing so. Took a break from the game. Came back to the game, and started a new character with a new build. Leveled up. Got my ass kicked in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode again. Rinse and repeat this cycle until 1,000 plus hours were forever removed from my life as payment to the Gearbox Lords. Alright, I digress guys. Truth be told, I'm really just a 33-year-old man who is running out of ideas, but certainly does not want a real job. And that's how we ended up here at this review video, which will no doubt be an overly edited insult to all of your senses, likely including ones you didn't know you had. So without further ado, let's begin this 100% not at all a scam to get views review. Okay, so first of all, the classes. If you're a fan of the Hamon bubble user known as Caesar Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then I recommend you start with this chick. She can trap her enemies in bubbles while her bros and broettes take turns blasting the putrid, disgusting organ juices out of them. She also has the ability to heal her own wounds, almost as fast as Wolverine. Or perhaps you want to roleplay as a futuristic ninja with 4 fingers, for some reason, and an OCD problem. If this is the case, then I recommend you play as the Ninja Assassin, who has the ability to disappear for a little while. When he disappears, he simultaneously manifests a hologram clone of himself for his opponents to hang out with while he point-blank shoots them in the back of the head with a sniper rifle for maximum friendship points. If you played Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel, or Borderlands 3, then you know as well as I do, digiclones are all the rage, baby. Also, Ninja Assassin has a laser katana. This class gets over 9,000 out of 10. Or, maybe you want to roleplay as a simp who wears his wedding ring on a necklace. Can't remember why, never liked him enough to care, but I guess he went AWOL or something and now he's a Vault Hunter. His special ability is dropping a turret. No, not that guy, not that guy. This one is way different. This one has 2 turrets. Are you under 6 feet tall? Are you filled with a desperate need to prove your strength to everyone around you due to your overwhelming sense of self-loathing for having been born as a dwarf in the eyes of all gorgeous women? Then boy do I have the class for you. Enter the Gun Enthusiast. This guy is fun. He will absolutely fulfill your masculine need to compensate for your lesser characteristics. And don't go thinking that this short stature is gonna slow him down. No sir, he can keep up with the rest of them and can even beat several other classes in terms of speed. Apart from the 4 main classes, there are 2 additional classes obtained through DLC purchase. Do you like Mad Max? Did you like the new movie? I sure thought it was. Did you like the pale weirdos that took sprayed shots of silver paint in their mouths? Have you ever thought about how you'd like to roleplay as someone with equally or far worse mental issues than those guys? Then you better play the class we all know as
the Meat Bicycler.
Show all your fellow meat bicyclers your own bicycle. Trade your bicycles with other collectors. Make sure they really take in the details. Okay, I have to admit, I saved my personal favorite class for last. Are you lazy in real time? Would you prefer to have a robot take care of all your needs so you don't have to lift a finger? Or maybe you have a cult-like hatred for all things accuracy. Maybe you want to play an FPS game without having to worry about annoying things like aiming or relying on skill. If only you could just shoot your guns in any direction and the bullets would just bounce off things and directly target your enemies for you. Well, if this describes your personality type, Randy Pitchford has got you covered, bros and broettes. I introduce you to the other DLC class, the OG Stop Bullying Virtue Signaler 5000 and her companion, Bear Trap for Bullies. That's right, ladies and gents, she started the end bullying movement. Thank her for all the extra sensitivity we have in the world today. But in all seriousness, this fine bitch is also a fun bitch. You see, when she built her robot to end bullying, she wasn't all up in your face about it. She lets her robot's murderous actions do all the talking for her. She fights bullying with better, faster, stronger bullying. Take note, social justice warriors, this is how it's done. This is how you get your way. Just kill the people who disagree with you. Speaking of social justice, where are my neo-feminists at? Because this game was literally made for you, sweetheart. For you see, every single person you kill is a straight male. And many, perhaps even most of the good guys are bisexual or homosexual. Remember how those alphabet enthusiasts said there was a lack of representation in gaming? Well, I guess they just didn't know about insanely popular games like the Borderlands franchise. But hey, this is America. We need first world problems, because if we don't have first world problems, what do we have as a society? big fat nothing, that's what. And for all of you haters of the white straight male, also known as the devil's sperm cells incarnated into human form,
this white devil thing has gone far enough. Nobody messes with the dude!
You'll get to go to war with the sissiest, whitest white boy of them all, the king of all straight white misogynists, Handsome Chad.
Okay, how about this? Lady, I don't even know what to call you. You tell me why you look like you headbutted a belt sander, and I'll let all you go right now.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just, forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least. Oh, holy crap. Did you see your head? It was like... Oh my god. Wilhelm, kill these savages. Understood.
Handsome Chad is the handsomest, but also very white and very male. So if you want to roleplay as someone who sets out on a quest to end a white man's white privilege by ending his life and exposing him for the ugly piece of shit he always was, then this game is absolutely for you. Now, as you can see by the review so far, it is abundantly clear that this game was made for everyone, not just some people. Unlike some games that I won't mention that are simply too hard for some people and I most definitely won't be playing during my editing breaks. Another thing I want to mention is the metric ton of DLC that comes with this game. There's one where you can ally with pirates and help a psychopath who thinks dead people are his friends. There's another one where you get sucked into a Dungeons & Dragons universe, all Bender style. That DLC was my favorite, and it's a big part of what brings me back to that game, despite being a big fan of the new third game as well. Although, I gotta knock a point off of Borderlands 3. They made it so you can murder women too, and everything is like all equal and stuff, and I just can't support that. But on the real, the female bandit designs in Borderlands 3 are so good, I love them all so much. I'm getting off track though, in this extremely unfocused video. If you haven't played Borderlands 1, 2, the pre-sequel, and 3 by now, I feel sorry for you. You're really missing out. This franchise is the crowned king of looter shooters. Go play it, enjoy it. I don't care who you are, this game is playable for everyone. If you want an inclusive game, here it is. If you want a game that is fun solo as well as multiplayer, then this game is for you. If you're on a console and want a good couch co-op game for you and your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever, then this game is definitely one you should pick up. The story is meh, although it has its good moments. I really enjoy the Bunkers and Badasses DLC, and a big part of it is due to how they tell the story.
You're Maya, the noble siren! Now break loose from those pathetic restraints!
I don't know, I feel pretty woozy.
No you don't, you're an all-powerful siren, now stand up!
Alright, I guess.
Sit down or I'll use the shock stick on you, bandit!
He's charging a lightning spell, you've gotta stop him! As a mere mortal, you couldn't break free of those metal chains, but as a godlike siren, they pose no problem to you! I said they pose no problem! In this fantasy world, your strength is limitless! Now break! Loose! Chain!
The music is fine, it gets the job done, sometimes amazing even. However, all the primary strength in this game is absolutely in the gameplay itself. The loot is endless, a lot of it is junk, but there is so much in this game that you would have a hard time replicating the same playthrough twice. You can customize your look, which is always a plus in my book. Hey, that rhymed. All of the classes are fun and varied enough to warrant plenty of replayability. Oh, also, if gambling is your thing, there's plenty of that in game too. Not saying I condone your addiction, but we all have our vices. My point is just that this game is, in fact, for everyone. It is all-inclusive, even though inclusion isn't what makes a game great. Elden Ring is the greatest game of all time, and that shit ain't gonna be for everyone. Alright, thanks for dropping in. I hope you enjoyed this ADHD ride of a review. If you found some enjoyment out of it, please caress that like button, and if you sub to me, there's a good chance I'll start making more of these. Alright, that's it guys. Love you. Bye for now.